Hello! A new month is about to start, which means we need to do another TBR, more specifically the May TBR, which honestly it's mind-boggling to me because I feel like the year started yesterday and now we are in May. Last month I did an April TBR and to be honest I didn't reach much of it, mainly because I had quite a slow reading month. I didn't read much. I actually also am kind of behind editing videos. I just have been quite busy, so I didn't have much time, but I did read quite a few books from that list. So I thought it might be a good idea to do a May TBR. So I didn't add any new prompts to this jar because there are so many prompts here that I still haven't got it, that I didn't pick any books relating to them. So let's just pick a first prompt and start this TBR. Prompt number 1 for May, it's a long one. Oh, so I mentioned this in my last TBR video, but in this jar there are a selection of prompts and they mostly fall in 3 categories. One, it's a very close to very straight to the point prompt, like pick a green book. Others are more open, like pick a book you have been wanting to read for a long time. And then we have prompts that are more open, they are more philosophical, they are more how my brain works. We caught one of the kind of weird prompts, which honestly are some of my favorites. This one is rethink your life choices with Anakin Skywalker. So as you can see, I'm not lying. This is quite literally the prompt, so I know exactly what inspired this prompt was. There is this background music playlist on YouTube where it is basically called Rethink Your Life Choices in the Jedi Council with Anakin Skywalker. I like that playlist, so I made a prompt with it. Now, in terms of books, how will that translate? So I imagine maybe reflecting on life. So the first book I thought about was When the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi, because apparently it's a book about grief, and I think it's about a magical cafe where you can talk with the people in your life that has already passed. So maybe this is a more reflective book. Maybe I should also look at my non-fiction. Maybe I could do a Camus, because Camus it's more reflective. Maybe a good option could also be Everything I Know About Love by Todd Alderton. Okay, so I scrolled through the Kindle, I look at my physical TBR. Right there, on my far right corner, we have my non-fiction pile. There is a book called Quiet, which is a book that reflects on being an introvert. That has been on my TBR for quite some time. That could be an option. I think I'm going with Everything I Know About Love by Todd Alderton. It's just calling my name a little bit more. So let's pick a second prompt for a second book for my May TBR. I think I'm going to do 5 books this time. Ooh, also a long prompt. An author you never read before. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Who I have never read before. I think I'm going to put Laughable Loves by Milan Kundera. I never read anything by this author, and maybe we can do something about love, because this book's also about love, so at least we have a theme for this TBR. Let's pick a third prompt for a third book. A third very long prompt. Oh, okay. This one is my mom recommends this book. The books my mom recommends are not always the books I like. And the books I recommend her, it's not necessarily the books she likes. Basically, we have very different book tastes. My mom recommends this book, so none of the options are necessarily what I'm kind of in the mood to read. Because let's show you some of the only books my mom recommended me. The first one is that book that I talked about, which is Quiet by Susan Cain, which is a book about being an introvert. She never actually read that book, but she was the one that gifted it to me because I'm more on the quiet side sometimes. In general, I'm more of an introvert. The other two books she recommends me. Oh god. We have The 48 Laws of Power, and then we have The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. And then we have a historical fiction that takes place during the Franco dictatorship in Spain. So, which book my mom recommends? I think I don't feel like reading any of these books right now. Also, the historical fiction is quite a long book. I'm doing a little cheaty cheat because, well, technically she did give this book to me, so I'll say she recommended it to me. Okay, so I got the book. So we are playing in Quiet by Susan Cain in the TBR. I better read this book because it was difficult to remove it from that pile of books because those books are so heavy. So Quiet by Susan Cain is the third book on our TBR. Okay, let's pick a fourth prompt. What is with me and daily long prompts? Okay, I already did this prompt last month, so I guess we'll do 6 books actually. I'll consider this an extra prompt. The prompts basically expand your horizon, pick a book by an author whose native language isn't English, and this is part of my quest to read more books by authors from a variety of different countries. So in a way we already have that in this TBR, which is Milan Kundera. But who else can we read? The thing is, my TBR, my physical TBR is full of so many authors from English-speaking countries, which is one of the reasons why I put this prompt here, because I want to go back to reading more books by authors from a variety of different countries. I think I'm putting White Nights by Fyodor Dostoevsky because it's a short book, and if you're doing 6 books, maybe it would be a good idea to have a short book. And Dostoevsky is Russian, and for Russian is his first language. So, 4th book pick out. Let's pick a 5th prompt. What is it with the long prompts this month? Let's see what this one is. Ah, a book with a pretty cover. Let's find one. Pretty cover. We have options. So we can go a completely different vibe from what we are doing right now. You can do Funny You Should Ask by Eliza Sussman. I love this cover. We can do Happy Place by Emily Henry. I think her covers are cute. What else can we do? We have so many options. We can do Wayward by Emilia Hart. I quite like this cover. I think I'm putting Happy Place by Emily Henry just because I keep looking at this book and I keep thinking I want to read his book so much. And I never do. So I'm going to put Happy Place. And Emily Henry already has another book out. Of course it's a long prompt, because this is the theme of this. Oh, a book currently popular on Goodreads. Let me check that. Okay, cool. So I checked it out. I checked on the currently popular and the most read lists. We do have some options. One of them I saw was Love on the Brain. It's popular. Happy Place. It's popular, but it is already on our TBR. What else here that I own that it is currently popular? Oh, we have Dune. Dune is very popular also. We also have basically every single book except the first one in the Avatar series. which that could be an option. I'm thinking of what do I want to read. So we have two classics. We have a memoir, and then we have a non-fiction, we have a romance. Maybe, do you think thriller or do you think sci-fi? I think I'm going with Dune, but my Dune copy is basically this one, and I'm not going to remove it from the box set. So basically, here we have our TBR. We have 6 books. First, we have Rethink Your Life Choices with Anakin Skywalker. For that prompt, I got Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. Don't fall prompt, but I'm going to put it back the jar so I don't lose you. Then we have an author you never read before. I got Laughable Loves by Milan Kundera. My mom recommends this book, that's the prompt. Then I got Quiet by Susan Cain, because my mom never actually read the book, but she did gift it to me. So that's book 3. Then we have Expand Your Horizon, pick a book by an author whose native language isn't English. I got White Knight by Fyodor Dostoevsky. A book with a cute cover, a pretty cover. I picked up Happy Place by Emily Henry. And then the final prompt was a book currently popular on Goodreads, and I picked it up, Dune, which is right here. It's in the box set. I'm not going to remove it now. That's basically it for my May TBR, and maybe I'll read these books this month. Maybe I won't, maybe I'll change it, but let's just see it. And if you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you soon, maybe talking about these books. Bye!